It's that time again where we need to talk about empties and declutters in skincare and makeup and hair care. And I do these quarterly, so that means all of these are from October, November, and December. So let's start right away with skincare. I just pick them as they lay out here. Some of them might double because I didn't organize them. I'm starting with two Glow Recipe items. I once again used up a avocado ceramide serum and a watermelon dewdrop. I just love these. They're part of my daily makeup skincare routine. I also used up kind of two of the hyaluronic Plum Plum hyaluronic cream. This is just the empty refill container. I of course have a new one opened, and then I also have this mini that came just in a set with one of the refills. So was it a refill or another moisturizer? No, it came with the Watermelon Glow moisturizer plus a refill and then a mini of this. I used that up and now I'm again on my refill. Glow Recipe has just my favorite makeup skincare. I have two dry shampoos that I used up, both by Batiste. I don't think that I will ever love another dry shampoo as I do Batiste. I have some sponges that I went through in the last 3 months. Both are from Shop Miss A, so I think it's the AOA brand or something, a black and a pink one. Then I actually used up, I think just last week, my favorite glitter glue. This is the Suetney, the Cool Girl. Actually, it's an eye and liner primer. It is super sticky, so this is actually the definition of glitter glue. This does not work with every type of shimmer that you have, but it works with majority, so I love it. I have 6 or 7 backups of this, and a new one is already opened. Then let's make it quick. If you saw my focus box video yesterday, you know that I went through one Milk Blur set that sadly discontinued. I emptied my Valentino V-Lighter. I went through a whole cream highlight. This is Western Atelier Perla. I used up the Milk Pore Eclipse Primer. And I also used up the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Powder. None of these are a current repurchase. Not because I don't like the quality, more details in yesterday's video, but overall because I have so much in these categories that I'm just not in the market for something new. Then I have an empty lash primer. You know I always do mascara primer before I do regular mascara. And my favorite is actually the Lancome Clay Booster XL. I currently don't use a new one of this. I'm currently testing the MAC Stack Lash Primer, and that's really good too. So I'm not sure when this one is used up to which one I go back, either to this or maybe I repurchase the MAC one. Not sure. Then we have a declutter actually. I didn't use up completely the Sigma eyeshadow base primer. This is praised by people like Angelica Ninquist, and since her eyeshadow always looks so good, I was like, this should work. It's not. On my eyelids, this is way too dry. So I think if you live in a more humid climate or your eyelids are very, very oily, this might be good. You know, a MAC paint pot is dry already. This is drier. This is really, really dry, and I didn't like it on my eyes. I also don't like the stick format, so maybe that also plays into it, so I call this decluttered. I used up the Glossier Boy Brow, and now let's be real here. If you remember my Glossier review that I did 6 months or so ago, I was like, I don't like the boy brow. This is not my type of brow gel, and now I'm sitting here and I miss my boy brow. I usually have a longer brow routine. I do brow pencil, I do brow powder, and then I do brow gel. But some days it has to be quick, and then I only really sloppy draw in with the brow pencil, and then I went over it with the boy brow. I miss my boy brow. Honestly, I do consider repurchasing this once I am done with the hair. So in case you don't know, I had to cut off my hair because I fried it off with bleach, and I will now go black. So Once I'm done with the hair next year and I'm back to black hair, I might repurchase the boy brow then in a matching color. I really miss it, to be honest. Then I have an empty Bioma moisturizer. This is the moisturizing gel cream, the pink one. I do like that. I think Bioma is a very, very underrated skincare brand. And I use this mainly for my nighttime routine. I emptied the Beauty Bay mattifying setting mist, and if you mistake this for the Scandinavia one, yes, they look very similar. It was okay. I didn't see a lot of mattifying. I didn't see a lot of super longevity in my makeup wear. It was a nice setting spray. It's affordable with 13 bucks only, but it's nothing I would repurchase. Speaking of setting spray, I used up this little mini of the Urban Decay All Nighter, and that just reminded me why I love the All Nighter so much. And I have two big sizes here in my backup drawer, and I can't wait to crack them open. I did not use this up, but I call this done. This is the Glossier Balm.com in Birthday. This is the one with glitter. First of all, I didn't like the way this looks, and second of all, just like the other Balm.coms, this started to separate and I was not able to mix it back. So far, while I like these when they're freshly applied, I feel like as time goes by, these get worse and I don't think they're worth the money. I still have 2 or 3 more to test, and once I'm completely done with these, I will give you my final thoughts. Speaking of lip balm, this is an empty Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic lip balm. This is interesting. This is so sticky. This is so goopy and gooey that it is at a point of being uncomfortable. So while I love the Plum Plump line, this is definitely not a good product from Glow Recipe in that line, and I will not repurchase this. I have another empty lip balm. This is by Fresh. This is the Sugar Caramel Balm. I love the Fresh lip balms. They're my favorite, but they're so expensive. Sugar Caramel was not really it for me. I like Sugar Caramel, like in general, but this was more fruity than caramel. So much stuff. This is not empty. This is the Glamlight Ghost Face Black Cherry lip scrub. I used like a quarter out of this, I guess. I don't like that scrub. The color of this is staining so heavy that my whole mouth area was red. The scent is gorgeous, so it hurts a bit, but it's not very versatile. Same, the matching lip balm. I used nearly everything, I would say. I don't know how deep this is. We can, let's check with a little, okay. Not a lot, honestly, so that is, I don't know if you can tell, but that's not a lot actually that is still left in here, so I could have used this up, but honestly, this is a dark cherry colored lip balm, and who applies this without a mirror? You need a mirror for these. I love the way they feel, I love the way they look, I love the scent of them, but they're just not very useful for me. Another lip balm, this is the Fenty Skin. I'm not calling this by the name. It's the Intensive Recovery Lip Mask. This is the scent or the taste Barbados Cherry. It was part of a limited edition set. I'm currently using the one that is called, I don't know what's it called, but I think like something caramelly, biscuity like. That one I like much more than the cherry one, and I just, for me, realized that with lip balms that I'm not reapplying throughout the day, that I maybe use just in the morning or in the evening before bedtime, I don't want fruity ones. I want sweet ones. I want sugary ones, cinnamony ones, or vanilla ones. But these fruity ones, I feel like they're very weird. Then we have a hair declutter actually. This is the Dyson Cheeto Sun Pre-Style Cream. I absolutely hate this. This made my hair so crusty and, I don't know, oily and sticky at the same time. I sadly can't. I wanted to love this because I love the Dyson hair stuff, but this is sadly something that does not work, at least for my skin, or for my hair, better said. I like the overall system because you have basically this outer tube, and then you can only buy the refills and tuck them in. That is a really nice system, and that immediately broke. Oh my god. It broke off. Okay, I take that back, that this is a good system. It does not work for me, for my hair. Just save the 60 bucks that this costs. I have a powder empty. These are the Made by Mitchell eye lights. These are 4 different powders and I use them all up. Each pan has 4 grams of product, so they're not that small. They're like smaller than usual, but not like only 2 grams or so. These are supposed to be finishing powders for your under eye. I actually ended up using all of them to set my eye primer and to set concealer before foundation. I liked it for that, but it's not an instant repurchase. Then I have another empty avocado ceramide cleanser. I love them to take off my makeup. That's all I want to say. My beloved Belif moisturizing eye balm is empty, and if you follow me on Instagram, you saw my rant because this is sadly sold out in most German stores. I had to purchase backups of these from a beauty store in Spain or something like that. I don't know the exact location of that store. The problem is Belif reformulated these. So they're different now. They are not bad. I'm currently on that new one, and I first of all, the packaging like this is the same. It is a little bit more spicy, not in the like spicy way, like spicy noodles. There are different herbs in the formulation, in this Korean formulation, and you definitely feel them now. The eye cream has a slightly tingling, kind of cooling effect on the under eye. When I used it the first time, I was not sure how I feel about this. I'm now using this eye cream for, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, although it was not a lot of usage since I haven't worn makeup so much. So I'm really into using it now and give you a final review of this new formulated Belif eye cream once the first one is empty. Hopefully I keep on liking it. Then we have an empty exfoliant. This is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid one. I did like it. It's nothing I would repurchase. It was a tester size that I think got last year in the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar. I have a mini empty of the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Toner. I can't even remember where I got this mini, but here it is. I use the full size on every makeup day, so I do like that. Then I have another brow gel. This is the ABH Clear Brow Gel. I know that I still have a backup of this because they come all the time in these sets, but to be honest, this is not my favorite brow gel. My favorite ABH one is the Brow Freeze Gel. Oh, that's so good. I have 5 different mascaras here. Not all of them are technically empty. I dropped one nearly. Some of them are just dried up. Let's start with the Hourglass Caution Mascara. This is empty or kind of dried up. I have been using this for a good 4 or 5 months now, and it starts to get super weird. I think it's a good mascara, but I like the Unlocked Mascara so much more. It's so freaking good. This is fine, but I prefer Unlocked over this. Then I have a very short-lived Byredo mascara. This was in last year's Cult Beauty Advent Calendar, and sadly I forgot about this, so I opened it in December. And you know what? This is so fucking dry, or this was so fucking dry, there was no color payoff. I tried to bring it back to life with some England. It did not work. I was able to use it like 2 or 3 times and then it went into dry mode again. So calling this empty / declutter, but calling it empty. I then have a mini size of the Chanel Noir Allure mascara. This was a mini. I used it only a couple times and I'm using currently the full size of this. And I can report the full size is, I would say, so this is by the way the full size, First of all, it is the one with this fancy packaging, and the full size is, in my opinion, much drier than the mini size, but I don't mind it this time. We have the Lisa Aldrich Kitten Lash. While this is probably in a lot of content creators' favorites, I think this is just a mediocre mascara. I don't think that this is any good. I don't think that this is worth the price. I know so many love it, and when I saw the tests of this, I was like, oh my god, why? Mascara is super personal, and it's okay that there are mascara that work for you and others that don't. This one, not for me. And last but not least, I have a mini of my favorite Benefit mascara. This is the Fan Fest. I still have a big and another mini in my backup drawer because I love it just so much. It is the best Benefit mascara ever. Then I have another empty primer. This is the, with cat hair, About Face Shadow Fix. I did like it, to be honest. It took a while to like this because I kind of ended up applying always too much, but when you find the right amount here of this primer, it's a really good one. Do I repurchase this? No. I have betters. Then I have an empty Sephora Brightening Eye Cream. I think the Sephora own skincare brand is very much underrated. I only used one sheet mask in the whole 3 months. I know, I always promise myself I will use more. This is the Pore Control Reduced Sebum by Frudia. It was nice. The thing just is with sheet mask that if you do not use the same sheet mask over and over again, you will not have a long time progression. And last but not least, I want to show you my proudest empty of this quarter, a lipstick. I know, shocking. I used up my Natasha Denona My Dream lipstick. I can't believe that, but I used it actually up. And I'm sad about this because I love this lipstick. It is one of the best colors ever. And I'm honest with you, I am thinking of repurchasing this because I just love the shade so much. I might keep the empty a bit longer, and when I have a bit free time, I want to swatch some of my nude lipsticks against this to see how much similarity I already have in my collection. But if there is not a single lipstick that is close to this, I will repurchase this. The box of empty is empty, and now let's just take a moment and talk about numbers. So I do have my spreadsheet, you know that. I have everything in that spreadsheet and everything I track. So let's just go through the hard facts. In total, I used up 65 makeup items with a total worth of €1,753.53. And that divides up into, oh my god, 13 primers. That includes eye primer too. 13, more than a primer a month I used up. 7 setting sprays, 0 foundations, 4 concealers, 4 face powders, only 1 under eye setting powder, which is surprising, 0 blushes, 1 powder bronzer, 0 cream bronzer, 0 powder highlighter, but 2 cream highlighters I used up, 1 eyeshadow, remember the Lisa Aldrich Vega eyeshadow, 1 eyeliner, 23 mascara, 5 brow products, 0 lip liners, 1 lipsticks, and 2 lip glosses. And before you come at me how I managed to use up 23 mascara in 12 months, I'm a mascara whore. I layer my mascara. I wear at least 3 or 4 different mascara layered, and therefore I definitely go through more than 1 when I use them up. I just don't like only using 1 mascara. I think different mascara give me the better effect. Tell me please now in the comments down below, what is your proudest empty of 2024? Mine for sure is the Natasha Denona My Dream lipstick. Let me know down below. I completely lost it for a minute. Make sure to subscribe so you do not miss my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Still a happy new year to y'all, and I see you in the next one, but it's not tomorrow because we have no Ellamas anymore. We're back to regular videos, so I see you on Monday.